Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to give you kind of a guided tour of Google Drive. It's not meant to be a comprehensive deep dive into using Google Drive, but it's more of a kind of an introduction to those of you that are new to, using cloud storage and are kind of evaluating, the different cloud storage options. And so I'll spend the next 10 minutes or so just going over, cloud storage in Google Drive and how it works and some features of how you can get it up and going and how to navigate around and a little bit about pricing and, what it gives you and what you could do with it insofar as the features of Google Drive. Now, what's Google Drive is Google Drive is a cloud storage mechanism. It's not unsimilar to other ones that are out there, such as Dropbox, or you might be familiar with OneDrive from Microsoft. Google Drive is the Google offering for cloud-based storage. So first, what you need to do is you need to have a Google account. Now, I have a Google account, and you can set one up fairly easily. You could Google how to do that. Now, Drive is one of the suite of Google applications. Now, by default, you get Drive just by signing up for a Google account, and it doesn't cost you anything. I believe you get like 1 gig of storage for nothing just with your Google account, and you could buy more as well. I believe I have up to 100 gig, and I think I pay just really a few dollars a month for it. Not that expensive. So this is what Google Drive looks like. You see my Drive here on the left-hand side, and then underneath it you have all the folders that have been set up on Google Drive. Now, I set all these up myself, and you can set them up just by clicking on New, which you see on the upper left-hand side. You can create a new folder, just like you would if you're familiar with Windows Explorer, how you'd create a new folder locally. This is how you do it within Google Drive. Now, you see here under my Drive in the middle, you see all the folders, and on the right-hand side, you see all the activity that takes place in the current folder that you're in. So right now I'm in the Google Drive folder, and this just shows me all of my root level actions that were taken, things that were created, that were updated, or shared, and other goodies like that. You can also click on details, which will show you more about a specific file. Now, you can put any file in here that you like, but Google has specific ones that you can use for, word processing, for spreadsheets, and for slides, like if you're doing presentations. But you can put anything you want in here, just like you can for any other file system. Now, on the right-hand side, again, if you click on details, it shows the owner of that specific file. It shows like when it was uploaded, when it was created, and the size and things of that nature. So basically what you do is you just click on, details and activity to look to see more about that specific file. Now, basically that's it as far as file structure goes. So what you can do now is to put files in here is you can click on the new icon you see there on the upper left hand side, and you could upload new files or you could create new ones. You can move them around like from your hard drive if you got them on your hard drive on a Mac or on your Windows machine. You can upload them and put them in Google Drive. There's also some software that you have for synchronization. So for example, if you have a folder on your Windows machine that you constantly want to sync to Google Drive, you can do that. It's fairly easy to do. I'll probably cover that in maybe another video. But what I'm showing you here is, like, for example, if I click on the cabbage tree folder, I'll click on share, and I could show you how to share this. Like, for example, if I wanted to share this with someone, all I need to know is their email address. And see, I'm already sharing it with someone here. So I just would put in any address, a Gmail or any other address. And if you have a Google account, it's a lot easier because that way you'll get an invitation via a notification that someone wants to share something with you. Now, you can share files. You can share folders. Like right here, if I click on shared with me, this is what other people did to share stuff with me. So at some point, someone went into their Google Drive and either shared with me a file or a folder. This is great for collaboration, either professional or personal. You got a buddy you want to share pictures with? Well, there's probably better ways to do pictures. But if you want to share files, MP4s, JPEGs, Word documents professionally, if you're doing work with someone else, this is where you would do it. You just would have them or you, if the drive was theirs, they would share it with you or you would just share it with them. And then you would see things in your shared drive folders. Now remember, this is kind of universal, so it's not like, they need to set this up. All they have to do is just agree that you want to share that with them, or that they accept your sharing, and this will show up your folder or your file, and they're shared with me. Now this is cool because Google Cloud or in Google Drive will sync everything that you're doing. So if you're working on it with someone, Google Drive will do the synchronization as far as saving. You don't got to save it. Google Drive will do that, and it will version it too. So both of you or the whole team could be in the same document at the same time. Now you have Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. Google Docs is for word processing. Google Sheets is for like spreadsheets, and Google Slides is for presentations. Now there's other ones as well, but those are the three that you're going to probably get started with. Now if I click on computers, I'm going to see all of the different computers that I've set up to sync with. Like for example, I have my laptop, which I named my laptop. It's very, very well named, right? So in my laptop, this shows me all of the different folders that I have in my laptop that I've set up to sync to Google Drive. Now this is great. That means anytime I change any file on my laptop in these folders on my laptop, Google Drive will sync my laptop with my cloud-based storage. Now this is really cool because that way, even if I don't have my laptop, all I need to do is go to Google Drive and I get my files there. Maybe not my applications, but if I'm looking for my files, they're all there on Google Drive because by default, Google Drive on my laptop will sync them into Google Drive. So
adjusted for inflation,
we got like benefits such as collaboration. We could do a share where we could share a file or a folder with someone. We have the situation where we can do synchronization, where by automatically my Google Drive syncs with my laptop. And also, we got the capability of backup and recovery, where you don't have to worry about all this. This is up all the time. You're not going to lose your stuff, trust me. Let me show you some more interesting stuff. I'm going to go down into a folder called Triton Fall 2019, CIS101. And this shows me all the files I have in here. The WAV files are video files. I'm going to have doc files and Google Sheet files. You see them all in here. So, like for example, if I wanted to modify any of these, all I have to do is give it a click, and then an editor will pop up, and I can do all my file editing here. Now, only certain files are supported. You'll get to know which ones you can use and which ones maybe aren't supported, but most of them are. So here, this is a Google Sheet, and this just shows one of the contents of Google Sheets. Now, I could just do all my word processing here. I can make changes, and anyone that I shared this with, when they click on that link, they'll see all those changes. And if you right-click on that file, you'll see all the other good stuff like share. Now this is who all they're shared with. Now this is really cool because if I want to share this like with anyone, all I need to do is get the link. I don't need to know specific email addresses. I could just say, get the share link, and I could send an email out to everyone. Say, this is the link for assignment 10. You click on it, and automatically it's going to go into my Google Drive. And that's cool because what I could do is I can change assignment 10. I don't got to attach an email. I could just say, here's the link to it, and that way I can change it as we go. So, pardon me, should have a cough button here. So, this is kind of a quick and dirty tour of Google Drive. It does a lot more too. Again, I'm trying to show you and assume that you are just new to cloud-based storage and you're evaluating, or what you're doing is maybe you've been using SharePoint or you've been using any of the other cloud-based storage systems, and you wanted like a 10-minute primer on Google Drive, and this is basically it. Also notice like when you right-click on that file and you go to the right-hand side, you can click on details and it shows you a bit of a preview. It also shows you some other information like the location, how much storage is used and who it's shared with. And if you want to, you can even click on activity and it'll show you all the activity for this specific file. And then you have your other right-hand menu support as well, right mouse support, where you could delete and move around and all that other stuff. Well, there you have it, folks. That was 10 minutes I wanted to give you on using Google Drive. I like it. It's free. Why don't you give it a shot? So thanks for listening, and I bid you all a very well rest of the day. Thank you so much.
Maybe training.